Greetings YouTube, LMS Tactical here. It's a little windy, so I don't know if you can hear me. I know my last couple videos have been kind of motiony and some people talked about getting seasick. I apologize. My shoulders are so fucked up I can't hold the phone for very long without changing it and moving around. Quick video. This has been on my list of videos I've wanted to make for a while. Basically, have you ever given any thought as to what you would do if you were at the scene of a terrorist bombing? You know, like let's say you were in a food court or something at one of the big train stations, or you were in a mall. What I wanted to say was, you know, any firearms or tactics instructor will tell you, and I can tell you from experience, that when you plant a seed in your head in terms of something to do, a reaction, when that event comes, even though you haven't really thought about it, you'll do what you were taught or what you thought about or what you know, the scenario you played out in your head. Because, you know, I've said 1,000 times, the definition of panic is your brain looking for a solution and not coming up with one. Okay, so if the solution is in there, trust me, you're going to do it. I was in a shooting once and did all kinds of shit, reloaded, put a help call out, did all kinds of things I had no memory of doing. It just happened naturally because that's how I thought I would do it and that's how I was trained. Okay, let's just say that you're in a mall with your family and a fucking suicide bomber detonates himself in the middle of the food court. Everybody is going to, or the majority of the masses are going to flee toward the exits. And the point of the video is, any good suicide bomber or any good terrorist group knows that you always have a secondary. And the first one is to drive the people to the secondary. You know, whether or not the secondary is there for the first responders. In other words, you don't want to be where that second bomb is going to go off. So one of the things that I've been thinking about is, and this is what I tell my family, if a bomb goes off in front of McDonald's and you're in the food court, you want to head toward McDonald's because the bomb's already gone off there. You may be stepping over body parts and shit, but you need to get through that. Perhaps you can go behind the counter and go into the kitchen area where there's an exit. In other words, you do not want to follow the herd up the escalators and out to the main entrance where the motorcycle's parked out in front with a secondary command detonated bomb. Or another suicide guy is running in the crowd with you and he waits until it gets at a choke point and fucking detonates himself. That's something to think about. And, you know, if you guys have any other ideas, you know, let me know, man. The same goes for if you're on a train, you know, or you're on a platform and a bomb goes off, suicide bomber or otherwise, get down low, but stay right where you're at. Or if you're far away from where that bomb went off, get over there. It's starting to rain. Get over there to where the bomb went off. They're not going to have two bombs in the same place. That's my thoughts. What do you think? LMS Tactical out.
No, man, you see, the dude was like a normal dude, you know, like a regular Joe, man. That's the thing, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, like, just a regular old dude, man. You understand what I'm saying, man? I mean, we used to eat ribs and shit with this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Like ribs and listen to salsa and stuff, man. I mean, we listen to salsa. Can you understand what I'm saying, man? Salsa. We listen to salsa and ate ribs with this mofo. Man.